If you have a shield, having it on your back gives you no bonuses. You have to have it equipped on your arm for the shield to work. And that concludes getting through the intro section and the basic training section. And then we'll move on. At this point, it's got a lot of talking and so on. And you're going to have a series of quests. They're fairly linear. Just run through them, get it done. We're not into anything special at this point. It's like WoW, Rift, and all the others. Your first intro set quest is to get you started.
Don't worry.
There we go. So we've got to gather flint and gather wood from a bush. This is your initial intro into gathering. See the little circles? You need 1 stone, 1 bush. See here, I need an axe to be able to cut those. We'll get more into that in a minute. This is your starting crafter station. Here it tells you what you need to do anything. Our quest area, it's marked right here so we know what we need. We're going to equip the tool. Tools do not equip here. They equip on this tab here. And then you've got your mounts, which you've got to be level 20 and do a mount quest in order to do the mounts, which is a real pain in the dupa. It used to be a racing thing, and if you had any latency, you would fail and fail and fail and fail until you got one run to where the latency was just right. So there you go. That's it on that. And we turn the quest in.
Let us see what you have. The town of Bright. Yeah.
There we go. Now we got to go hunt down a boar. At this point, I want to maximize my my bow, so I'm going to move this down. Do not open cases. Once you open a case, it can unlock a lot of stuff that actually bears more weight. Currently, due to my strength, I can only carry 200, so you need to keep an eye on that. Oh, also if you want, at this point, I can now click, and if it's here, I can now lock it. Also, if I want to, say, not show my helm, I can go through here, go change skin, headwear, hide it, and, whoops, what happened there? Hit the wrong button. There we go. Why do a full character and everything if you're just going to hide it in a mask? So we're going to come over here, we're going to kill a boar. Now that we've got a knife, we can skin the boar. Then we're going to go back to our crafting station. We're not going to stand in the fire. Here again you see your little quest marker. It tells me what I need. We're going to equip it. And now you will notice our food is on hotkey number 4. At this point, if you look to your left and right, you're going to see a supply crate. We can loot that. Reading, okay, in most games, reading the little journals and stuff doesn't do much. Here it actually leads you toward achievements. So we want to always read our journals. And let's see. Yep, it stacked it on there already. Good. These are mana potions for spellcasters, which we'll get into later.
Hansen?
Turning old.
At this point, we got to go again. If you look at your top map, you'll see a boar next to the W. That tells me that there's a pig right over there. This leads me to my quest. There's harvestable grapes or whatever over there, berries, more pigs. As your skinning and stuff goes up, you'll be able to track higher and more elusive animals, the same as your harvesting and everything else. We'll get more into that later. Again, this is where I like the bow because of the range. Aim toward the feet. In this case, because of the drop, I use the groin due to the distance. Come on around. Alright, this is a mini boss. There's a chest. Once you loot the chest, you cannot loot it again. Okay, it will not I could sit here and kill stuff all day long, and that chest is not going to respawn until I've logged out. And I never really timed it, but if you come back in like after 4 hours or something, then it should. It may even be sooner than that. Before we engage these guys, we're going to hit our K key here. Now you notice our damage with our bow is done through dexterity. We also get some damage with strength for the spear on the strength and the dex. So at this point we're going to run ourselves up a little bit in health. And we're going to, that takes us from a 93 to a 98. If we put one up here. Oh, that's right. I forgot. The item has to be equipped to see the your differences. There's an 82, an 83. The strength allows me to carry more. It also applies damage to my spear as well. And then the dex is to the bow and the spear. So if I want to do more damage, I could actually up that. But I'm going to be using my spear later, so I want to put a couple of points in there, and it allows me to carry a bit more weight. But I want to garnish all my points toward my bow right now. Now you'll see here, if you look, it says 125. So the armor class goes up. It's got a 23.7 to elemental protection and a 23.7 to physical protection. That goes up. And it gives me a +3 on my dex. These are all more higher bonuses than what I've got here. So, that's how that sets up. want to go to our bow. I want to add that. And that's where your combos come in. Now the combos, you're going to have, it's different for each one, okay? This one has a slight pause. After I fire it, I got a little bit of downtime. So I normally put that here, and then I do rapid shot here, and then I put my area of effect down here. You can, if you click this, reassign these. I like this setup for bosses. The reason is I can aim in, I can set up that headshot. Come on, hand. And do that. Where you hit them can depend upon the damage involved. Okay? I know, groin shot. So unchivalrous of me. There we go. And then we're simply going to now go back, turn the quest in, and get the next quest.